What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a brand new video. So today we're going to be talking more about the JBL Basspro Hub and my experience with it so far, because it's been like 2 months since I installed it and I have a lot more to share with you guys. But what we're also doing is we're meeting up with other content creators that have also done sound upgrades to their cars, and we'll get to talk more about why I went with this setup, what you get for your money, and what you could potentially get for a certain budget, I guess, and also see what other people have done to their cars and the reasons why they've went with the setups that they've chosen. So it should be an interesting video, and yeah, let's get right into it. So guys, today we're actually with Nati and Angel Dust, but it's a bit loud here with all this construction, so we're gonna go down to the other side. So yeah, let's see what they have in that. Okay. This thing sounds mad, yo. So yeah, let's see and hear their sound setups. And so guys, the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to play music that's, well, copyrighted, but I'll try some sort of technique or trick just so I don't get copyrighted. So I'll play like maybe 10-second bursts. And also I heard that if you speak on camera it won't really copyright you, but basically I'll play music that's different from my usual YouTube theme song. So that's what we'll also be doing today. Yeah, but these look cool, eh? Okay, so guys, I have here Nati.
What's up?
Shout out Nati and Angel Dust.
What's up?
And their cars here alongside mine. So to kickstart, we'll start with Angel Dust's one. So this is a more conventional box subwoofer, and yeah, as you can see, there's also amplifiers behind it. That's that. And then with my car, that's the JBL Basspro Hub, where you open the boot and there's nothing here, but yeah, it sits underneath. And the showstopper, hottest GTI in the country. This is a full-on custom setup at the back here, and you can see the presentation is just insane. It also has like ambient lighting back here. That's the tank for the air suspension. That's the subwoofer right there, and you have the two amplifiers alongside, the one for the mid-range speakers and tweeters, and then the other one for the subwoofer itself. So I think we'll have like a quick listening session for each car, same song, and then the rest of the video will be about my experience with the JBL Basspro Hub. So first up, let's listen to Angel Dust's one. Yeah, so we're just gonna have a quick listening session in Angel Dust's car. So yeah, you can play, we can have a conversation. It's just a chilled video. Yeah, that's the song. So listen to it for like 20-30 seconds. Nati's also recording there for TikTok. So yeah, let's just hear out of interest sake.
Yeah, sound test in Angel Dust Polo GTI with the the JBL box in the back and amplifiers.
Yeah. So let's hear.
Same song by the way for all the cars.
Hey, the difficulties of YouTube. You have to listen to non-copyrighted music and blah blah blah. Yeah. So boring.
Yeah, not for you, not for Instagram.
Yeah, not for Instagram. Hey, that sounds nice, eh? That's nice. So guys, now we're in my car for a listening session. Let me just crank it up a bit actually. guys, now we're inside the hottest GTI in the country.
You know.
Nati's Golf 7 GTI.
Alright,
So let's hear it. Let's hear it. Shooting with the guys, now heading home. So I'm just gonna play the song, hopefully it doesn't get copyrighted. It's a remix of Alicia Keys's In Common. So I'm only gonna play it up until 1 minute 40 seconds, because by that mark, that's when those lyrics start. So just to avoid copyright. But let's listen to this part. Gonna stop it here because I'm just afraid with those lyrics, copyright, like I already mentioned. So at least you got to hear like a different song-ish. Or I'm also thinking of playing like a piano song. I don't know, maybe I should try that as well. But before we sign out on the video, I'll just explain a few things that I've already explained before, but I keep getting so many questions about it. The first thing is the topic of the amplifier. Did I add an amplifier? And the answer to that is no. Why? The sub itself at the back has an inbuilt amplifier. So it has an amplifier, the sub. So that's your answer to that. The other thing is, I'll acknowledge you can get a lot more for your money for far less by just getting like a box subwoofer like Angel Dust has. And the main thing that I was going for is, obviously as a car reviewer, I jump in and out of different cars, all these fancy cars with like Harman Kardon, Bang & Olufsen, and with those cars they usually have a subwoofer in the spare wheel, or the subs are concealed all over around the interior of the car, so you don't open the boot and see like a sub eating up your space and whatnot. So that's what I was going for that look, so I'll admit it, I did spend a lot of money. I could have gotten far more for my money, or spent far less than what I did, but this is what I was looking for, and there's nothing wrong with that, guys. So I'm playing a different song now. This is actually a copyright free song, so before we sign out, we'll have a quick listen at this song. Actually, I just remembered the other thing that I want to put out there is cost. I just remembered that I didn't tell you the cost of Angel Dust's setup and the cost of Nati's setup. So we'll start with my car actually. If you still remember, I spent like 11,000 rands for everything. The subwoofer itself was about 8,000 rands. To install was 2,500 rands. With Angel Dust, he spent 9,500 for the sub and for the installation process. And then with Nati's one, that's a crazy expensive setup. So in total, if you wanted to do that, it's like 45,000 rands for the speakers, the sub and whatever. But the main expensive part is actually the custom setup, because they have to do woodwork, leather work, and just the whole display of the setup is the main thing that's expensive about it. So that's about 45,000 rands. So it's crazy, literally. And then I'll give off my feedback about their cars. With Nati's car, his setup makes sense because his car is a show car and it goes along with his aesthetic and everything that he's built, the brand that he's built around that car and stuff. So it makes sense. Even when you jump inside, like, it's crazy powerful, you know, like, it's crazy powerful. It works. And yeah, that's all I have to say about it. But when you're inside listening to it, you can tell that the sub, I don't want to use the word overwhelm, but you hear more of the bass, not the sub, the bass rather. You hear more of the bass than like the tweeters and mid-ranges. It's not bad, but when you're inside, all you hear is that bass, if that makes sense. With Angel Dust's one, you can tell that the sound has been upgraded. Like, if you jump inside this car and you didn't know, you can instantly tell that, okay, it sounds suspicious. And also you lose out on boot space as well, even with Nati's case. But although, like, you can still put stuff on top of Nati's setup, but it can't be anything crazy. You have to be careful with what you put on top of that. And then obviously with mine, you still retain your boot space and whatever, but it's not as powerful as their setups and stuff. But it's still good enough, I would say. And I don't have any regrets, by the way, with the money that I've spent or the setup that I've went with. So that's my feedback on that. And with that being said, that's pretty much the end of today's video. I really do hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, that's cheers from me.